As a hardcore basketball fan, one of the most exciting things to see every season is which NBA prospects will shine as they try to prove themselves to NBA scouts. But the average fan isn't always in the loop as far as up-and-coming talent goes, so to hopefully bring some light to these prospects, in today's video I'll be counting down my top 10 NBA draft prospects that will be drafted in 2019. Starting off our list at number 10, we have Kevin Porter Jr. Some of you may have known Kevin Porter Jr. because of this dunk he had in high school. But coming out of high school, Kevin Porter Jr. wasn't even elected as a McDonald's All-American or as part of the Jordan brand team. Yet this season at USC, he seemed to Hancock jump his way up NBA draft boards. This is due to his unique ability to create space and knock down shots off the dribble. Scouts have also been wowed by the range that's been displayed on his jump shot. Throw in his elite athleticism when driving to the basket, and you have a player that controls the perimeter like Jamal Crawford and explodes to the rim like Russell Westbrook. This unique mix of talents has him easily cracking our top 10.
One time, TC has 3 top 10 teams. Kentucky is always there.
Rick Kosovic again.
I mean, so scholarships now, that's a play right there.
Coming in at number 9, we have Nassir Little. Coming out of North Carolina, the strongest reason for Nassir Little's NBA draft stock being as high as it is that physically he's one of the most NBA ready players in the draft, and he uses these physical abilities to his advantage on the defensive end of the floor.
By double figures against UNC. And the follow slam.
As he is, they try to force the game and
look out. Oh, take it off.
With his 6'6", 210-pound frame and a whopping 7'2" wingspan, Little's not so little. He's bound to give offensive players fits with his physical gifts alone. Yes, he's still got some developing to do as an outside shooter, but from 15 feet in, he's already a pretty solid player offensively. With all that being said, there are high hopes for Little at the next level, even drawing comparisons to NBA superstar Kawhi Leonard.
That's turned over. It's Langford in traffic, a finger roll to put in the...
Coming in at our number 8 spot, we have Romeo Langford. University of Indiana shooting guard Romeo Langford is a player that might fly under most radars. This is probably due to his quiet personality and very fundamental style of play. But Romeo Langford's game is so smooth. He truly makes basketball look effortless. He plays at the controlled pace of D'Angelo Russell and can score like Rip Hamilton. Oh, and did I forget to mention that he attacks the rim like DeMar DeRozan? That's quite an offensive threat. And so far this season, Langford is averaging 17 points a game for the Hoosiers and is proving that he has the ability to score at the college level too. You can only imagine that these skills will translate well in the NBA. Now at our number 7 spot, we have Sekou Doumbouya. Every year there seems to be at least one European prospect drafted in the top 10. This year that player looks to be Sekou Doumbouya, a French small forward who's been playing professional basketball since the age of 14. And right now at the age of 17, he's playing in France's highest level of professional basketball. He's also tallied 2 starts in the Euro Cup, which is a competition comprised of Europe's best basketball teams. But what makes Sekou such a good player? Well, his quickness for his size lets him easily blow by his defenders. He's also very explosive inside, letting him soar over shot contests or even to the rim for the slam. Keep in mind that he'll be just 18 years of age come NBA draft night. NBA teams won't want to pass up on the potential this kid has. And with a few years of development, Doumbouya could be on his way to potential NBA stardom.
I think it'd be a contest. I mean, that Michigan team lost 9 games that year. That bucket is going to count.
Hitting our list at number 6, we have Cam Reddish. With Duke having 2 of the biggest college basketball stars in recent memory, there seems to be one player who everyone forgets about, and that's Cam Reddish. But one thing to keep in mind is that Cam Reddish was a top 3 recruit coming out of high school, once again outshined by his peers RJ Barrett and Zion Williamson. Most NBA draft boards also have Cam Reddish going top 3 in the draft. The only reason I'm putting him at number 6 is because as of right now, he's shooting a lackluster 36% from the field, but I believe this is just a slump and he'll work his way out of it. As far as NBA comparisons go, Cam Reddish has been compared to none other than Kevin Durant. This is due to his tall, lanky frame and his ability to score the basketball. So no, he doesn't stand top 3 on my list, but Cam Reddish is for sure a player you'll want to keep an eye on in the coming years.
In the paint, kicks it back out to Hall, shovels it, and it's going to be a steal for Morant. It'll be a breakaway to do what he wants, and he tomahawk jams it with 2 hands.
And halfway there at our number 5 spot, we have Ja Morant. He scores like CJ McCollum, dishes the rock like John Wall, and rises up like Andrew Wiggins. 6'3" point guard Ja Morant out of Murray State can absolutely ball. So far this season, the 20-year-old is averaging a staggering 22.8 points, almost 7 rebounds, and nearly 10 assists per game. Yes, these numbers are coming out of the Ohio Valley Conference, but earlier this year in a game against Alabama, Morant dropped 38 points, had 9 rebounds, and 5 assists, so he's no product of light competition. I'm telling you guys now, watch out for Ja Morant.
Hit the game winner Thursday. Kata Bates tee off. And it's blocked by Hachimura. Stays in play. Foul on the play.
At our number 4 spot, we have Rui Hachimura. This Gonzaga small forward is an absolute physical specimen at the college level, standing at 6'8", 225 pounds with a 7'2" wingspan. These physical tools allow Rui to get to the rim almost at will and to defend the 1 through 4 with no problem. This has him averaging 21.6 points per game, almost 7 rebounds per game, and he's shooting over 55% from the field. And earlier this season, Rui led the Zags past the powerhouse that is Duke University, putting up 20 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks, handing Duke their only loss of the season so far. Performing on the big stage like that is what separates good players from great players, and Rui Hachimura has all the potential to be a great player.
Bull comes out to set the ball screen. Richardson, take it back out to Bull, straight on 3.
Down to the top 3 now. At number 3, we have Bull. If you're a basketball fan, then the name Manute Bol may be very familiar to you. He's the tallest player to have ever put on an NBA uniform. Manute was not only a lethal inside presence on defense, but he could also step out and shoot the 3 from time to time. So think about what I just said. A 7'7" big that could step out to the 3-point line. Now imagine if you were to shrink him 4 inches and give him guard skills. Then you end up with his son, Bull. Bull stands at almost 7'3", but only weighs 225 pounds. So he's very wiry. But that doesn't take away from the fact that there's a 7'3" player on the floor handling the ball like a point forward and shooting 3-pointers off the dribble. So you can only imagine if Bull bulks up a bit more, he's going to be an absolute demigod.
You call it the floppy, post up and finish.
This was a hard one, but at number 2, we have RJ Barrett. They're comparing him to greats like Tracy McGrady, James Harden, and Grant Hill, claiming that he's going to be the next surefire NBA superstar. RJ Barrett's skills can often be somewhat overshadowed by the highlight plays from Zion Williamson, making some believe that RJ actually sits number 2 to Zion. But if you look at just the skills that RJ Barrett possesses as a basketball player, he's head and shoulders above his contemporaries. He's 6'7" and has the quickness to blow by other players his size, and enough verticality to his game to attack the rim with force. He also has a very sound handle of the ball that allows him to drive and dish effectively not only in the open floor, but in the half court as well. Another thing that makes RJ so gifted is his ability to get to the free throw line. On the season, he's getting to the line almost 6 times a game. This is because RJ does a great job utilizing his body to draw contact. Now throwing the fact that RJ is one of the better shooters in the draft, you really can't deny he's the full package. In college, RJ is averaging 24.5 points, 7.1 rebounds, and 4.1 assists per game while shooting almost 50% from the field. And honestly, I really can't help but think that one day he'll be able to translate even better numbers on the NBA level.
They were number 3. With the push it Are you serious? Slam jump try. They got their treat for the night here.
This finally brings us to our number 1 spot, and that will be Zion Williamson. Now, do I need to even explain who this guy is or what he could bring to an NBA team? Zion Williamson is already an almost household name at this point in his career, and he's only 18 years old. He has ungodly athleticism, wielding a 45-inch vertical while standing at 6'6", 280 pounds. Physically, he may be the most NBA-ready prospect of all time. He also possesses a very powerful but also finesse game at the rim. Yes, he'll throw down the most vicious tomahawk slam you've ever set your eyes on, but he'll also float through the air and maneuver his body in ways that you didn't think was possible for a 280-pound man. He also has a very good handle and sees the floor very well. That's just his offensive prowess though. Defensively, Zion seemingly swallows every shot known to man. His elite athleticism allows him to nearly hit his head on the backboard during every block attempt, so good luck trying to get a shot over Zion. All in all, this behemoth of a human being is averaging 20.1 points per game, 9.1 rebounds per game, shooting an insane 66% from the field, and has an absolute nutty player efficiency rating of 42.2. There's almost no doubt that Zion Williamson will be a great player in the NBA. The only question is, how great? So that's going to do it for my top 10 NBA prospects that will be drafted in 2019. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section, and as always, drop a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.